Just welcome. Um, oh my goodness. There you are. I'm just seeing you poke your head. We do have, if you're watching us, we do have um, Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Emerson of the Delaware Army National Guard Aviation Task Force Commander. That's a mouthful. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Not bad at all. I do
We are
like the
fine.
backdrop.
We're very impressed by the backdrop.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. That's all we can say is wow.
Yeah, put it on the okay, Mike.
I mean,
Yeah,
streaming all over the world. So let me
yeah.
just give some context and background. The
That's the
Delaware
Black
National
Hawk behind
Guard,
you, right?
the Delaware National Guard and the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force are conducting joint aviation training between April 27th and May 15th. Delaware National Guard are engaging in this activity. The training includes mutual sharing of expertise and will consist of planning and executing air operations and enhancing maintenance practices. The training involved the use of 3 UH-60 Black Hawk helicopters. You know, we get excited with that. And involved the use of the Black Hawk helicopters along with approximately 20 air crew and support personnel, and will take place throughout Trinidad Tobago, both in urban and rural areas. Ambassador Excellency Candice Bond said the training will partner nations demonstrate a strong partnership between the U.S. and TNT based on mutual respect and shared interest in the region. Now, is that a Black Hawk behind you there, Lieutenant Colonel Commander Emerson?
It is. It's a UH-60 Black Hawk from Delaware.
Wow. Are those the ones that were used in the movie? Black Hawk
They have
Down?
been depicted
Oh.
in movies in the past, yes.
Black Hawk down.
Wow. We're really impressed. So tell us about how the training has been going so far, and what the sharing of expertise has been like so far.
Well, I can tell you, first of all, I want to thank Trinidad for letting us come down here and train. This has been a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us, and an opportunity for us to enhance our partnership that's been enduring over the last 20 years. The training that we've specifically been doing has been with the Trinidad Air Guard, additional members of the Defense Force, as well as the police force. And we've been able to fly around this beautiful country, may I add, and see all the different sites that Trinidad has to offer. We've been able to engage directly with our aviation counterparts. We have maintainers, we have flight paramedics, pilots, all engaging with their partners within the Air Guard, exchanging ideas and best practices. And it's been an amazing visit so far, and I know it will continue to be.
What? Go ahead, Michelle.
Yeah, as part of the cooperation in terms of the various state agencies that you're intersecting with, what is going to be the outcome of that? Is it that how does that enhance the security of Trinidad and Tobago itself? Because you must know that we have a serious crime issue, and so I suppose citizens watching on will be hopeful that this intersection is going to yield some results in terms of that training.
Yes, we exchange information through all the organizations within the Ministry of National Security, and we are here to showcase what our capabilities are. But more importantly, we're learning a lot from Trinidad. This is a bilateral exchange, so we are able to take some of the best practices from this country back to help us engage as well and do our training better, so that we can be a continued force within the region, working with the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force.
So
Is it that you're having exercises with other Caribbean islands too, or is it just Trinidad and Tobago at this point?
We are just with Trinidad and Tobago at this point. We fall within the state partnership program with the Delaware National Guard and Trinidad and Tobago government. And that partnership has been enduring for the last 20 years. We're actually celebrating the 20th anniversary here while we're here training. And that partnership has grown over these last 20 years, where we've engaged in different areas such as aviation operations, medical operations, cybersecurity, all those different engagements that we do on an annual basis. And it's culminated now where we're at today with actually being able to bring our helicopters into Trinidad and Tobago and train with the Trinidad and Tobago Air Guard and Defense Forces. and the police forces. It's been an amazing opportunity so far.
What can you tell us that our personnel will gain most from this exercise, this exchange?
Could you repeat the question, please?
What can our professionals in the field will gain most from this exchange with you? How will we benefit in terms of our professionals and their exposure to your training?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway for both the U.S. Delaware National Guard and for the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force is professionalism and cultural awareness. This has been a great opportunity to share those ideas, to learn the differences between the cultures and how we can exchange that information and grow to be better leaders. This program is based on not only what we're doing today, but enhancing future relationships so that the folks that are joining today or the folks that we are dealing with today may one day be leading these forces, both on our end and in Trinidad. And we can continue those relationships and we can stay in contact with each other and continue to exchange information and continue the visits that we've been able to do over these years.
What about tactical issues, though? Are we to benefit from any of the tactical issues that you would disseminate?
From a tactical standpoint, I mean, we are focusing more on aviation maintenance, aviation operations, sharing that information with the Air Guard. And they have been sharing quite a bit of information with us that in terms of better practices. So that's really what we're gaining from this. And it's just been a great exchange so far.
Now, we don't have Black Hawk helicopters. We wish we did, but we don't. Just for our interest, and I'm sure the audience looking on will want to know, what are the capabilities of these amazing machines behind you like that?
Well, these machines behind us are very versatile machines. They have the capability to conduct troop transport. We can do VIP missions. We can do different tactical missions, all of which support the ground force commander to make sure that they can meet their mission. They are very powerful, very agile aircraft that afford us to do many different types of missions when called upon.
Explain that VIP missions first, because explain the issue of
You're
VIP.
dragging into any confusion.
No, I'm just asking.
So we are able to fly our leadership around in these aircraft. There's the capability for them to be able to communicate with ground forces if need be, also internally within the aircraft. So that's one capability this aircraft has that we're able to provide.
Okay. Now, I had the opportunity to do a day's training with one of our helicopters many years ago, and we flew very often across the northern range. Now, I'm sure there have been reports that is it one or two craft that you have in the country?
We have 3 here now.
3 Black Hawk helicopters. Has the mission also included doing any surveillance? Not meaning to draw you into any controversy.
No, we're strictly here doing training. We are not operational at all. We are mainly here just to exchange ideas, best practices, and work with our partners within the Defense Force. We are not here on any operational basis.
So let me ask a part 2 of that question. If whilst doing this training and so on, and you're up there and you observe something that is of a concern, how is that to be treated with?
Well, our purpose here really is just to make sure that we are constantly engaging and training with our partners. We want to continue to endure through this partnership program. So that's really what we're focused on here.
Yeah. In terms of you, I know you're going to urban and rural areas and interfacing with communities to some degree. How has your reception been so far?
Well, I can tell you it's been amazing. Yesterday, we had the privilege of flying to Cedros. And when we landed there, the community came out with open arms. They welcomed us. And we had the opportunity to showcase our aircraft that I would say over 800 people came out to visit us. And every single person we had the opportunity to engage with treated us with the utmost respect and welcomed us into their town. And we were so honored to be there. It was an amazing experience for our soldiers, and one that we will take with us and never forget. I have to say that a day like yesterday was a great reminder for our soldiers as to why we wear the uniform and we serve.
Are you allowing civilians on board the aircraft?
We are strictly working with the Defense Force and anybody that falls within the National Ministry of National Security at this point.
What has it been like for you, being able to do like training and flying around Trinidad Tobago? What impresses you most looking from that vantage point?
Well, there's many things. So first of all, this is a beautiful country. To be able to fly over here, words can't express the feeling we have being able to fly down here in Trinidad. Just being in the Caribbean and getting to see all the beautiful sights is an amazing thing to experience. In addition to that, I have been here a few times before, but obviously this is the first time I've been here where I've been able to fly helicopters in the country. And this experience is something that we will all take back, never forget. It's been great.
What's the range of that craft? Did it fly from the US or did you come off another vessel?
We transported it down here with a C-17 from Alaska, which was a great opportunity for us within the National Guard to work together. And we also were transported some of our folks and equipment down here in C-130s from the Delaware National Guard.
What's
So
the
this was a
C-17 and
holistic
what's the
effort.
C-130? What's the C-17?
A C-17 is a larger Air Force aircraft that's able to carry cargo, and the C-130s are a smaller aircraft able to carry cargo and passengers as well.
Have you been able to sample doubles and roti and pilau, the foods?
I will tell you this, I have not had the opportunity to have a double down here on this trip, but I have had them in the past, and they are delicious. I can tell you that the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force has treated us amazingly, and they are feeding us very well. I'm going to have to make some of my guys go out. We're going to go for a long run here at some point to burn off some of that food. It's been delicious.
One thing our Defense Force officers could do is cook, eh? A lot of them.
It's been amazing food. We're so thankful and so grateful.
Lieutenant Emerson, who can we talk to, this crew here, to get a tour of that craft?
Well, you've got me here right now. It's going to be difficult because it's just me. But as you can see from behind us, it is a very capable aircraft. It's a workhorse, and we're proud to fly it.
Is it possible at all for your cameraman to just move a little closer and you give us a little tour of the outside, if not the inside?
We could probably get the outside. I'm not sure if the cameraman will be able to move around or not.
We'd appreciate getting a little closer shot if that's possible.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So while he puts his camera on his shoulder, and Lieutenant Tom Emerson.
Well, you see what we're doing, Paul, yeah? I mean, you've probably never been this close to a Black Hawk helicopter yet, in real time. I mean, look at that. Wow.
So you can see here, it's a beautiful machine.
Yeah.
How many people will it hold? Will it carry?
We can configure the aircraft in several different configurations. So the number of folks that we can carry varies depending on the mission required.
And can you arm that helicopter with different weapons?
The aircraft is combat capable, and when it's deployed overseas, it is outfitted to serve in combat. Yes.
Wonderful.
Lieutenant Colonel Tom Emerson, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Yes. We want to invite you to make sure and get a doubles live on the street corner. Don't let them bring it to you. You have to go to the street corner and eat it on the spot. That's where you enjoy it the most.
It's called hot on the spot.
I will do my best to do that. I'd also like to extend a thank you to the University of Trinidad and Tobago Aviation Group, as well as National Helicopter Services Limited. They've hosted us here, and they've been great hosts, and we're very thankful that we've had the opportunity to operate and share ideas with them as well.
Yeah, because you're in Camden now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And we'd like to also extend our thanks and appreciation to Excellency Ambassador Candice Bond and the U.S. Embassy facilitating this exchange. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your stay here, and thank you for your service.
Thank you for having me.
All the best, and to Charlene Thomas. Thank you so much, Charlene.
Let's go out with some more views of the craft, if you will, please. If they could just walk around the craft so we could get more views of it.
Sure.
As we pan out.
I so want to tease Paula about the size of the craft, but I'll hush my mouth for now.
Yeah.
How much flying that could do, up and down? I know that's where it's going, you know.
That's good.
It's really an amazing aircraft.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you for having me.
Colonel Thomas Emerson of the Delaware Army National Guard Aviation Task Force Commander. That's a mouthful. Thank you so much for being on the Paul Breakfast Show. Thank you once again to the U.S.